Welcome back to another episode of Origins by the Esports Awards, where we speak to your favorite creators, pro players, talent, and of course, business minds in our beloved gaming industry and beyond. And today, we have a fantastic guest for you, a variety streamer with over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube and over 100 million views. She is also a content creator for GodLike Esports. Please welcome to the podcast, Mizo Plays. Mizo, how's it going?
It's going good. Hi guys, I'm Mahek Syed and I go by the name Mizo in the gaming community.
So I have to ask you about the origin story of your name. Where did Mizo come from?
Okay, so I started out with the name McReffin as my IGN, but a lot of people over here couldn't pronounce it right. They would say Mehek Afreen and they would just butcher the name. So one day I was watching anime and there was this thing called miso soup, like it's a dish. And I thought that it would make a really cute IGN for a girl. And my name starts with Mehek, so I just thought that I would go with Mizo. Instead of miso, I would replace it with a Z, and that's how I came up with my very famous IGN now, Mizo. Yeah.
Isn't it funny how names come from like the simplest things? I was just watching anime and I thought, miso soup, miso, let's go with that. So tell me what it was like growing up in Mumbai, like around all the gaming kind of community as well. Were you into gaming from a really young age?
Oh yes, I started gaming around 11 or 12 years old because I had brothers and they like gaming too. So that's how I started gaming.
So you're around 11 or 12 years old. Do you remember the first time you picked up a controller? What game was it? And were you immediately hooked?
It was Prince of Persia on a PlayStation 2. And yes, I was hooked.
I love that. I actually played that game as well, so that's great. So take me through the day that you decided to fully commit to being a content creator. So we've skipped a lot of time. We've gone from your early days, you're 11 or 12 years old, you've picked up a controller, you've played your first game. Skip forward to when did you first think I could actually do this thing as a content creator?
Okay, so skipping to when I was 15 or 16, I saw streamers like Ninja, Pokimane, Myth playing. I used to play a lot of Fortnite, okay? Like, I used to grind that game a lot every single day. And then I saw these streamers on Twitch playing these games, and I heard that they are pretty rich and they would get insane watching, and everyone would just, enjoy their gameplay. So I thought to myself that maybe this could become a career in the future. I mean, I already like gaming, so why not just start streaming and see where this goes? So that's when I made the switch from just casual gaming to turning it into a career. That's what
And when
happened.
you decided to turn it into a career, did you have pushback from like family and friends who were worried that maybe you were doing something that, would be too difficult to accomplish? Or, we have often have a lot of people or creators saying, oh, my parents were so scared when I told them I wanted to be a content creator. Did you have the same thing?
I did not have pushback from anybody because in India there were a lot less female creators that are there right now. Back then we only had like one, two female gamers, and a lot of my friends were actually pushing me to stream, and my parents helped me a lot. They got me my first PC. I used to play on PlayStation, like I used to stream from a PlayStation, so it got really inconvenient, and that's where I asked my dad to buy me a PC, and yeah, they were pretty supportive about it. And my friends said that you will kill it, just be consistent, and this is why I'm here. So yeah, no one was against it.
Consistency is key. And it's really nice that you had a lot of support because not a lot of people have that from the very beginning as well until they start showing some signs of success. But, we can skip forward a little bit more because you've decided to be a content creator. You decided to pursue the life as a streamer. And then you kind of got in contact with GodLike Esports. How did that conversation happen? And how did you become a creator for such a big organization?
So when I was approached by Godlike, I used to already play a lot of different games like Valorant and a lot of story mode games. And I guess they needed a female creator who was a variety gamer. And that's when they approached me. And seeing their numbers and the success they've had over the past years, I decided to move ahead, like move forward with Godlike. And I do not regret my decision ever since. Like, they are one of the biggest orgs in India, and I'm really lucky to be one of their creators. So that's how it
Do
happened.
you feel like do you feel like being part of the organization has like elevated your content as well? Did it make you want to do better and like create better stuff? And obviously it opens the door for collaborations as well, right?
Yes, it does. And having a lot of healthy competition in my org, it really made me step out of my comfort zone. So not only did I do a lot of streaming, like video games and stuff, I also went into content creation, like IRL content, challenge videos, and that's what they taught me, how to be more extroverted and like try different things apart from just streaming video games. And yeah, they did help me a lot into growing into what I've become today. So
You've built this voice, right? So everyone, like, you've built this community, this voice for yourself that's really fun. Like, I've watched some of your content. I find it really fun. Like, the way that you interact with your fans as well is great. But like, how much of, everyone kind of has a character, don't they, that they play when they are streaming, a version of themselves, if you will. So how do you decide how much of the real you to show on your stream and other things that you just keep to yourself? Like, how do you decide?
so I'm pretty transparent with my audience, like personality wise and the way I talk and everything. Like I'm very sarcastic, and some people get it, some don't, and that doesn't make me like be more relatable to my audience. Like, I just be myself, but I do not discuss about my personal life, like my relationships, my family, and stuff. Like, that's the only thing I've kept from them. But otherwise, I'm pretty chill. I let everyone know everything. Like, I'm
That
just
makes sense,
myself.
though. To be honest, that does make sense. It makes sense. It's a way of protecting yourself, right? And I think that's important to do. And when you look back at your earliest content, when you go right back to the beginning, if you ever rewatch your videos, what's the biggest difference do you find from the very beginning to now? How has it changed, improved, and does it make you cringe sometimes?
Yeah, the way I used to talk on my streams previously used to make me cringe. And then I used to sit in my living room and play on a tiny camera, the PlayStation camera they used to have that back in the days.
Yeah.
That's what I used to stream from. So the quality was pretty pathetic. So were the streams, like 720p. And looking at that, I don't cringe, but I used to find it not that good as it is now. Like, I definitely feel like my setup is much better now, and the way I talk to people, the way I communicate, everything is just better. And I think that comes from a lot of experience and a lot of investment into this setup. So yeah, it doesn't make me cringe. I just feel like I wish I had all of these updates sooner. That's all.
I mean, we all got to start somewhere, don't we? I mean, I can still see it right now. I've got my Logitech 1080p right there, sitting on top of my screen that I don't use anymore. It's a nice reminder of where we all started. So I feel like as we grow as content creators or streamers, we all have to take risks to kind of broaden our horizons and to kind of stretch and like go through the boundaries that we set ourselves. What do you feel like you've risked recently? Is it a particular content series that you've done? Is it a video that you never thought you would make? What risks have you been taking?
Okay, so for me, I was an introvert who was just streaming video games, but I think the biggest risk for me was actually making a lot of content videos with other people, and going in front of the camera, and like not the streaming camera, but like an actual camera, and filming challenges. Like, I think my first content video was like a credit card challenge, and I was so scared and nervous because I've never done something like that. But I had a friend who helped me through it. He was pretty experienced in it. So for me, that was a huge risk because A, it wasn't related to gaming, the content that was being made, and B, I had to act like an extrovert. So but I'm happy that I took that step, and it has definitely elevated my channel and my personality a lot. So yeah,
It is a
from the journey from being an introvert to extrovert is what was the biggest risk that I took.
That's a good answer, because I feel like we all kind of, it's very different experience walking around with a camera and vlogging, or even with a camera crew, versus sitting in a nice comfortable streaming room. No one's around here. It's all like insulated and you
Yeah.
can really kind of go extrovert, but it's a very different thing. So I commend you for that. It's difficult. You obviously got a lot of strings to your bow because of the variety streaming that you do with the vlogging and the gaming. But what do you currently feel more drawn towards? Is gaming still streaming like video games? Is that still your comfort zone, or do you feel more drawn to doing IRL content now?
Uh, okay, that's a great question. Actually, I'm drawn to both, but audience in India generally enjoy IRL content more, and in streaming they enjoy mobile games. So what I'm drawn to is basically PC gaming and PC streaming, and it's a very small niche here in India. A lot like there's not a lot of audience that watch it. So I would say that I prefer making IRL content, but if it wasn't about numbers and reach, I would definitely just stick to playing story mode games on my streams and just
So
have fun
streaming
with
video
PC
games,
games.
that's the comfort zone, isn't it? It's always just nice, isn't it? To just sit down, stream, play some games. It's very nice. It's cozy. Um, Now, I wanted to talk a bit about GodLike Esports. GodLike has this huge footfall in India in the esports genre in particular. Being connected to an organization like GodLike, has that shaped your view of esports in India? Have you got to go to many events? And what's your view on esports?
All right, so before joining Godlike or knowing about Godlike, I had no idea that the esports scene in India is this huge and celebrated. After joining Godlike and visiting LAN tournaments and meeting so many fans who are so devoted to the Godlike PGMI team and this one particular player in our org called Jonathan and other lineups as well, like COD Mobile and all, like the fandom is insane. And it just opened my eyes to a lot, honestly. Like, I'm out of words, honestly. Like there's too much hype and passion in our esports scene. And
As the
Godlike is
world of
definitely
esports,
a forerunner. Yeah.
I mean, has it captured your interest, or because I mean, I have to say, the more time that I invest in esports, the more I learn, or the more I'm shocked about how much time and effort these players invest in the game. Does that kind of world interest you at all, or are you just firmly in the content creator space?
No, no, it interests me a lot, but I don't have the skills to become like them. Like I wish I was as good at in the game as they are, but it does make me wanna play BGMI a lot, and I like being where they are. Like if it's a LAN tournament, I take a lot of interest. I do watch all the matches, and yeah, just like any sport, I do watch esports in India as well. Let it be BGMI or COD Mobile, like it's amazing. It
I
has
love that. That's
definitely
really
piqued
good.
my
It's
interest. Yeah.
created a new fan. You are a new fan. And like, speaking of fans, you mentioned that the fandom at these LAN events, at esports events, is crazy, especially around some of the godlike players as well. But, your community is growing constantly as well. What's been your most memorable moment with a fan that you've had to date?
Most memorable moment. Okay, it wasn't just with one fan. There were a lot of fans. Like, I went to a LAN tournament, and they all had these posters, with Mizo Paglu, and all those things written on it. So I still remember the chants and the screams like Mizo, 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 like whenever I would go to LAN tournaments. So that's one moment that I cherish the most. And there have been other instances, like one of my fans has, I don't want to say this, but they got their my face tattooed on their chest. And I'm not proud about it, but yeah, that was the craziest thing. And I would definitely not recommend any fan to do that. But yeah, there have been some crazy instances with a lot of them. Yeah.
Yo, disclaimer, do not tattoo Mizo's face on you, but that is some dedication from that fan. I will give them that. That is so cool. You're the first person to tell us on the podcast that they've had a tattoo of them on someone else's chest. That's pretty cool. You spoke earlier about some of the people that you kind of idolized, or people that you watched that inspired you as a streamer, kind of when you got into the industry, like Ninja and Pokimane and some of the names that you mentioned. Do you have like a dream collaboration that you would want to do with a particular streamer or content creator? What's your dream collaboration?
Dream collaboration. Currently, it'll be with creators from India like Triggered Insan and Gaming Insan. Oh, wait, I don't know his name, but yeah, they're techno gamers, and like I would love to be streamer invitational with them. Like compete against them, and internationally, I would love to collab with girls like Pokimane, Valkyrie, Sniper Wolf, and in men it's gonna be Ninja, Myth, like all the old streamers. I don't know if they still stream. And my favorite, Tarek, he plays Valorant and he streams Valorant. He's my favorite Valorant creator. And Tense, obviously. So yeah, there's a huge list. I can keep going on, but I would really love to collaborate with all of these people. Yeah.
I was going to say that is a huge list. You better get working. You better start DMing some people just to get started on that list. Now, when you're a streamer, content creator, you have a lot of personal information or just a lot of information about yourself out there. You're on camera a lot of the time. There's a lot of FaceTime with your fans as well, and you communicate with your community while you're playing. What's been some of the tough, like, personal challenges that you've had to face in your career as a creator? Maybe even some of the things that you've faced that the fans don't know about as well.
I think my fans know. It was that like a lot. I am used to receiving a lot of hate because in India, they if you say you're a gamer, you just have to fit into this box that you're just a gamer. You can't be a content creator, you can't be an Instagram influencer, you just have to be a gamer, especially for girls. And if you try to pursue anything else, like if I want to do a photo shoot or make reels or make content that's not related to gaming, I would get trashed and I would be called, oh, you're not a gamer, you're this, you're that. And they would just discredit all the years of hard work and all the streams that are still on my channel, by the way. They'll just discredit and forget about it, and they would just keep bringing up that you're not a gamer. So that's one thing that I absolutely hate about some audience in India. And it's a huge number, to be very honest. So yeah, I feel like it's not just me, other girls also do face this issue here.
Yeah, isn't it crazy that as people, it's like you're not allowed to have more than one interest or more than one hobby? Like, you want to play games, but also you do stuff in real life. So why do people not allow you to kind of, or not, how do people not understand that you have multiple interests as a human being?
Yeah, and they treat being a gamer as like a job. Like it's not a job, it's a hobby, right? Like you can game and you can be an Instagram influencer, you can be an equestrian, you can be anything, you could be a teacher, you could be a lot of things, but they treat gaming and gamer as like a profession, which it is, but it's also just a hobby. Like you're a gamer. If you game, you're a gamer, right? But
Sure.
just because I'm doing other things, they are completely discrediting that, and they say that you're not a gamer, you're not this, that. So that really hurts me. But I guess I just have to keep ignoring the hate and move forward with it. Yeah, I
I
think a
think
lot of
speaking
fans
of that,
notice that.
I think speaking of that as well, like you create reels, content on other platforms as well. I know I mentioned that you have like this awesome YouTube following and you've got like over 100 million views on YouTube, which is awesome. But your Instagram is popping as well, Mizo. So I got to say, you're doing well across all the platforms. So doesn't matter what they say, just keep smashing it. Okay. Um, right. I'm going to go on to my next question. Okay. So let's
Sure.
flip it over. We've spoken about some of the challenges that you faced as a content creator. Let's flip it. What's been the best part of your creator journey so far?
Best part was being recognized by all these tier one brands and winning awards for gaming. Like I won Streamer of the Year, and I also won Stylish Gamer of the Year twice. So it's good to get recognized after. Like I never expected that I would reach this state so far. Sorry, I'm really nervous, but yeah, I never expected I would achieve so much and be recognized at such a bigger level. And yeah, that's the best part. And earning so many loyal and amazing fans. Yeah, that's all about it.
It's great
And there's a
because
yeah, sorry.
well, no, I agree with you. I think that, you know, when you get recognized or get, you know, get admiration for something that you're passionate about and something that you've put so many hours of work into as well, it's obviously like it's a really nice thing to achieve. But you know, with content as well, there's passion, which obviously you have loads of because otherwise you wouldn't be doing this every single day. But there's also like a business side to it, isn't there, right? So do you feel like the passion behind gaming is still what drives you to make content, or you know, are you starting to develop your, you know, creator journey into like a well-oiled business machine?
It's obviously a bit of both. Yeah, definitely. So the business side of it has actually increased my passion a lot towards gaming. And yeah, they're like in a synergy. Like, it's just the more I play, the more I do what I love. Like, I love gaming, and it's actually benefiting me a lot business wise, like monetary wise. So yeah, they go hand in hand. And yeah, it's it's good.
It's the
Like, I
best.
think
It's the
both.
best, isn't it?
It's both, yeah.
No, I think that's a fair answer as well. I think the more that you succeed, the more the kind of business side takes shape, doesn't it, as well? Now, is there anything that you would like to accomplish, like outside of your comfort zone? We've spoken about your comfort zone being when you're gaming and streaming at home. You took yourself out of your comfort zone when you wanted to start doing vlogging and IRL content. Is there anything else that's outside your comfort zone that you want to accomplish?
I really want to get into traveling and make travel content. Yeah, I think that's something that I look forward to doing alongside gaming and content creation.
That's cool. Travel content is awesome. I think that taking all the equipment with you might be a bit of like the challenging part as well. But I think when you get used to it, it's just travel content's great. Mizo, we've got a rapid fire moment here that we're about to
Oh,
embark on this podcast. So basically, answer these questions as kind of quickly as you can. A lot of it's around like gaming and how you have kind of fallen into gaming and what you enjoy as well. So I think you'll like this one. So are you ready?
yeah.
Okay, we're ready. Okay. Mizo, what was the first game you ever fell in love with?
Fortnite.
What is your favorite game currently?
Currently, currently I don't have a favorite game. I just play everything, but I do invest a lot of time in BGMI and a lot of story mode games. Currently, I'm playing Ghost of Yote. It's an amazing game. I like
I
Souls games now.
love
Yeah,
that game. Ghost of Yote. I'm playing it right now as well. It is one of the best games I've ever played.
right.
Ka-ching. Right. What's your if you had to pick one, what's your favorite game of all time?
Maybe GTA or The Witcher, and also Minecraft. Minecraft is evergreen, but I think The Witcher takes the cake. Yeah, definitely.
The Witcher. I like it. Right.
Witcher 3, yeah.
What's one streaming moment that you've had that makes you laugh every time you think of it?
A streaming moment that makes me laugh. I don't have any. I mean, no, I don't. I can't think of anything right now. I think all
We'll
of my
take
streams make me cringe though. Like, it's like seeing your own content and like seeing your own pictures. You don't end up liking it, right? So it's the same with me. I whenever I watch my streams or any content, I really cannot. Like, I don't know. It's funny to me, but people love it, so I guess yeah. But
if
my
you
all
weren't
my
a
streams.
gaming if you weren't a gaming creator, what would you be doing right now?
I would be into a biomed job or in STEM, or I would have been a doctor because I was already enrolled into this program, but I dropped out on purpose so that I could pursue this career. So yeah, I would have been a
Wow.
doctor. Or, yeah.
Okay. Wow, that would have been from like that's totally polar opposite, isn't it? It would either been a doctor or a streamer. That's crazy. Okay. Finally, one piece of equipment or setup upgrade that you just can't live without.
Oh, getting a PC, because if you're a streamer, you definitely need to have a good PC with a really good graphic card and obviously a good camera.
That is
These two
true. Let's
things
go with the
are,
PC. I think a PC, it's the brain, isn't it? It is the brain of the setup. Now, Mizo, we kind of have this closing tradition on this podcast where we talk a little bit about the future generations that are going to be involved in streaming or gaming or the industry that we love. If you were kind of, let's say you're at an event, at a LAN event, and a young girl comes up to you and says that she would love to have the career that you have had. She would love to get into content creation, into gaming, into streaming. What's the one piece of advice that you would give her that you feel like would resonate with them the most?
I would tell them that do not be afraid to pursue whatever you feel like pursuing online, whether it be streaming video games, making IRL content, or just posting pictures, like whatever. Like just do whatever you feel like alongside gaming as well. And if you're getting hate, then you're doing something right. Just shut it out and keep focusing. Like have tunnel vision. Just keep working and you will also be giving a podcast for Esports Awards one day. So yeah, I just say that I don't want to swear, but shut the haters out, and yeah, you will be good. Just be consistent and yeah, just do what you love, like I did.
Consistency and block out the haters. Thanks so much, Mizo, for joining me here on Origins. And it's been so great to get to know you, and best of luck with everything you have in the future.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me, and hopefully I'll see you guys at Esports Awards one day.